Welcome to Hello Darling. Today my very special guest is Samantha Jade, aka Pretty Woman. Samantha is here to share her journey of her career, dreams, life, and more. Let's meet Samantha. This program is proudly brought to you by MCG Flooring.
Elevating homes one floor at a time. MCG Flooring, where family and quality meet.
Hello, darling. Welcome to my show.
Hello, darling.
Oh, that's so.
Me.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on my show.
Of course.
Welcome to Perth,
Thank you.
where you're performing at the annual Pink Ribbon Ball as our guest star tonight. How does it feel being back in Perth, your hometown?
It's always amazing to be home. I think every time I get on that plane and I know I'm going home, there's a buzz, within me, because it really is that thing when you hit the tarmac and you feel, just happy in a different way. I know I'm about to see my family.
Yes.
I know I'm about to go to my childhood home. So yeah,
Yes.
It's really nice. It makes me teary sometimes.
Samantha, I think I can't resist but to start with huge congratulations on your latest professional project, which is the Pretty Woman musical.
Yes, thank you.
So you playing, of course, the part of
Yes, Vivian.
famous, yes.
Oh my gosh, no pressure, Julia.
No
Roberts,
pressure.
yeah.
Please tell us again. I know I heard you, but I want my viewers to hear. How did you find out that you got casted in the part?
This is one of those, like, whatever you believe in, the universe, God, whatever it is, that it was one of those moments where everything, the divine synchronicity thing. I was literally checking out of the Beverly Wilshire Hotel. For those who don't know, that is the hotel where the whole movie pretty much takes place. And I was checking out of that hotel. I'd got this like comp to stay that was amazing because I'd probably never be able to stay there otherwise. And I just had the best time. And I got the call saying, you got the role. And I was like, I couldn't tell anyone yet. So
Yes.
just, my husband and I were standing there like, oh my God, this is crazy. But yeah, it was just one of those moments. And it also was my mum and I's one of our favorite films.
Wow.
Just kind of meant to be.
And who is playing Richard Gere?
So his name is Ben Hall.
Mm-hmm.
He is a Perth boy. So it's so weird, but both Perth people. And he's lovely. He was in Neighbours for a really long time. He's done lots of other things, lots of movies and musicals. He's actually done musicals. I'm the one who hasn't, but it's going to be really fun.
And the music and that is Bryan Adams, am I
Yes,
right?
Bryan Adams wrote the whole soundtrack. It's so great. I mean, these songs are so memorable. Often with musicals that have new music, it's a bit of a gamble, right? You don't know how well they're going to be received. And I remember the first time I had to learn my songs for my audition. I was like, this is going to go really well because they're really memorable. They stay in your head and they're good.
But tell me, do you believe in manifesting? Do you manifest things? Was Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts in your mind, in your manifesting?
Do you know what's so weird? So
Yeah.
I don't actively manifest, and that's something I'm working on. That was my New Year's resolution, actually, to start manifesting, because my mum believed in The Secret, that thing, The Secret.
Yes.
She believed in that, and she would always manifest, and she was all about that stuff. And I actually really wish that I'd been better with it.
Yes.
So how is this? I looked back in my phone, I was going back to old photos, and there was a picture at the same kind of time that I auditioned about 8 years ago of Pretty Woman that I had like screenshot in my phone. So I just believe weird things like that, they do happen. Even if you're actively not doing it.
Yes.
Look at me now.
Yes. So you were obviously very close to your late mom.
Yeah.
And I'm very sorry about your loss.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sure she's every day with you.
Oh yeah, all the time. I still chat to her.
Beautiful.
You have to, you have to keep them alive.
Beautiful. Samantha, now I actually have a new name for you because when I go through your bio, which is 3 pages,
Yes.
in a very, very young age,
Yeah.
I think that I actually would call you Wonder Woman.
Oh,
yes?
I'll take it.
Because you write, you perform,
Mhm.
you sing, you acting.
Yeah.
What else is that you haven't done or planning to do? What are your best memories for touring with the big names, such as Backstreet Boys?
Yes. You know what? It's always I've been so lucky. I've been able to be on these tours with Backstreet Boys
Yes.
and One Direction.
That's right.
a member of Westlife and Boyzone, and Pentatonics was another one.
Yes.
It's always amazing because these are artists that have worked so hard at their craft, and they've gotten to a place that, you know, they're selling out stadiums and arenas, and it's really amazing to be around that and to see what it really takes to get to that level. And I'm just always, you know, so beyond nervous to hit the stage before them, but also just so honored that I can warm up the crowd for them. So yeah, it's always really, really fun, and I learn a lot on those tours.
Yes, amazing. And Samantha, what I wanted to ask you, when you had your experience playing, obviously, Kylie Minogue
Yes, yes.
in the
Yeah,
Never Tear Us Apart,
yes, never
yes?
tear us apart. Yeah.
When did you find out about it? How was your motion?
Oh my gosh. So that was, I had just done X Factor. It was
Yes.
about a year later, or maybe it wasn't, maybe it was like 6 months. It was quite close after. And they asked me to come in and audition for this role. They're like, you're going to play Kylie. And I was like, oh my gosh, so funny because I've always gotten the comparison
Of
to
course,
Danny and
that's why I'm asking. Yeah.
yeah, and I, you know, when you can't see something yourself and everybody can see, it's kind of
Yes.
like that. Anyway, I went into audition. I was like, let's see how this goes. We'll see. I go in, they're like, yeah, no, you got the role. And I was like, hang on, what? What do you mean I got the role?
Yeah.
Because then when you have it, it's different. It's a different thing. It's
Yes.
way more nerve-wracking in a different way. And so then I obviously had to go get you know, very familiar with Kylie in a way I hadn't been before. And unfortunately, she actually really hadn't done many interviews speaking about Michael. So it
Okay.
was a lot to do with, you know,
Yes.
imagining what they would have
Yes.
been like together.
Yes.
But there were interviews just on her. So I just kind of studied, you know, her mannerisms and how she really moves her mouth in a really different way. And yeah, just how her kind of energy and how she was. And yeah, tried my best. And then all of that to say, I I was like, she's gonna see this. Maybe she'll see this at some point. That is the most nerve-wracking thing. Playing
Yes.
someone that may see it, you know.
That's right.
And then like a year later, after it had come out and all the things, I'm on a radio show, and it's Carl and Jackie O actually, and they're like, "We've got someone's called in," and I was like, "Oh, it's probably like a family member," you know.
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, we love you."
Yeah, escort you on for dinner.
Yeah, yeah, totally. I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, who is it?" They're like, "It's Kylie Minogue," and I was like, "What do you mean?" And she actually spoke to me and said, because of course Carl and Jackie O, you know, they're known for being quite
Yes.
sometimes a bit rogue, and they're like, "What did you think? What did you think of Sammy playing you?" And she was like, "I wouldn't have done anything different. You did a really good job."
You were
So I
wonderful.
was like, I can sleep at night. Yeah.
Yeah, you were amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Honestly,
Thank you
congratulations.
so much.
And you also made a single with Pitbull.
Yes, that's right.
You were still single?
Yes, I think so. Was I? I can't even remember. But I didn't actually meet Pitbull.
Oh,
So
so
the
how?
funniest thing is in the
Yes.
industry, and this happens a lot,
Mm-hmm.
some duets that they never meet each other because obviously everything's done in studio.
Yes.
But no, I never met him. I never met him, but I know of him like through people, and apparently he's lovely.
So you don't have to be single to produce good singles.
That's right. Absolutely
You
not.
don't. You don't.
And you can do whatever you want. Yeah.
Talking about single, not
Yeah.
single.
Yeah.
You married
Yes.
to Pat.
Yes.
You've got a lot in common. What is
Yes.
the biggest thing you've got in common?
Oh God, we're very we love all the same things, like, you know, the boring things. We love all the same shows, and we like doing all the same things. I think probably what we have most in common is we have a really good understanding of how weird our life can be, because we're both in the industry. And for some people that is so weird. Like people ask me, "What are you doing next month?" And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I won't I'm sometimes don't know what I'm doing like next week.
Yeah.
Um and Pat really gets that, and he's like, "That's okay." And he never puts pressure on me. He never needs to know where I am all the time. He just gets it. He's like, "She's doing a thing, I'm doing mine, and we meet it when we can." And
Beautiful.
yeah, we just really get each other.
You're on the same cloud.
Yeah, that's right.
Was it love on the first sight?
Kind of, but we knew each other first as friends for quite
Aha.
a while. So I
Okay.
think we were always like friends, and then we really got to know each other, and we were like, "Uh-oh, now we don't want to be friends anymore."
So do you believe in destiny?
I do.
Yes.
I do. Yeah, I do.
X Factor was obviously destiny,
Yes.
that you worked very hard
Yes.
to make a destiny happen.
Yes, totally.
Please bring me very quickly
Yeah.
the moment that you won,
Yeah.
because obviously it went up and down.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. The whole time I was like, am I in? Am I out? What's happening? Very crazy experience. The moment I won, to be honest, I don't really remember because I think I kind of
Yes.
blacked out and I was like, what just happened?
Yes.
But I will say, what an amazing moment in my life, because that moment really kind of catapulted the rest of my career. Like, it really, I think winning is one thing, staying in the public eye, staying up
Absolutely.
there is the harder part.
In effect, in your case,
Yeah,
growing up.
oh, thank that's so
Yes.
nice. That's the tough part. But I think X Factor, a lot of people, have been on shows and, like, oh, I want to forget about it. I don't. It was a great experience, and it really got me to the place where I think I've needed to be for my career.
But you learned up and downs in a show business life very early.
Way before. Yeah.
When you got signed to Jive Records
Yeah,
in the age of 14.
Yeah, that's right. I was so young.
That's so young.
Yeah.
Tell me about the experience going from Perth to LA, being signed by one of the biggest.
Yeah.
Can we drop few names who they had?
Sure. They had yes, they had Britney Spears, they had Justin Timberlake, they had Pink, I think Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. Yeah, they had
And
so
the list
many
goes on. Kelly
big
Clarkson,
Yeah, Kelly
I
Clarkson,
believe so.
right.
Now
yeah.
here is 14-year-old,
Mm.
beautiful Samantha from Perth.
From Perth, yeah.
Isn't it incredible?
Yeah, it was crazy because people always ask me like, "Oh, had you, gone to Sydney first?" Because usually, a lot of the time, a lot more of the industry is in Sydney, so
Yes.
usually the transition is really going there first. But I hadn't actually even been to Sydney. I went straight to LA.
That's the way to do it.
Crazy.
Just skip.
Yeah, only because that's just how it worked for me. But it was one of the craziest experiences of my life because all my friends are still in, high school
Yes.
and like started to go out and started to have fun. And I'm like in a studio every single day. But my family were there with me. But it was really working hard from a really young age, which is not for everybody.
Of
But
course.
I've always loved to work. I've always loved to work. And also, it's not like I'm working at something that's not also my passion. Like, it's not lost on me how lucky I am to be doing what I love. So, yeah, it was a lot. Like, I think I learned a lot of things
But
very
was it
young.
tough in the same time?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
You grow up very fast because
Yes.
you have to, in some ways, and then in some ways, I guess
Of
you don't.
course.
But yeah, it was
And who was protecting you when you were there?
my mum and
Your
my
mum.
dad. So they were with me all the time.
Yes.
To the point where sometimes I was like, "Oh my God, Mum, to go, like, please leave me." And now I'm like, "Thank God she was there."
Of course.
God, she was
Because when we're 15, we know everything.
We know everything.
You remember? I remember.
Yeah.
I knew everything.
You know everything, yeah.
And then the record label dropped
Yeah.
few names, including Beautiful Yourself.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
I was out of there. And then so after that happened, I was 21 and I thought my life was over because I was like, I'm too old now. I've had my shot.
Of course.
When you're 21, my God, take me
Yeah.
back. And I remember thinking like that was it. That was it. And I started singing on Glee, the TV show Glee. I started doing background vocals for Glee and doing some demos around town and tried to kind of stick it out there. And I did some great things. Like I was on this David Guetta record and some really great moments. But I was like, this is too tough. I need to go home.
Mhm.
And then I came home. And then a few years later, I did X Factor. And then, yeah, so that's where destiny comes in, right? Because I feel like it was meant to happen somehow.
But you pushed for the destiny to make it happen,
Yeah.
to make it possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're very vocal about mental health, which
Yeah.
is, also very close to my heart and our charitable work.
Yeah.
So, being Superwoman, being Wonder Woman, being the Samantha, you go through up and downs, yes?
Always. Always.
And anxiety is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just talk to me about it. Just let's give hope those that are watching, because
Yeah. I mean, I'm so glad that it's so spoken about.
yes,
Because I do feel like when I was growing up, it actually wasn't spoken about as much. And I remember my first kind of moment of having very heavy, intense anxiety. And I didn't know what to do because I hadn't had it before like that.
yeah,
And I just remember thinking like, I don't want to leave the house. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to see anybody. Oh no, this is going to be me forever. I really did. I really thought that I'd never get out of it. And obviously, there are ways and there's help out there always. But I think for me personally, and this is different for everybody, but just personally, I feel that the best thing was speaking about it and saying like, I feel like I cannot go on and I can't do this and I can't do that and I'm really anxious and all the things, my chest is tight and whatever you may feel. Because 99.9% of people have also felt it.
Mm.
And it just feels so much nicer when you know that you're not alone.
Absolutely.
That's probably the best part.
Absolutely. Isn't it
Yeah.
incredible
Oh,
how it helps knowing the awareness that
yeah.
you're not alone, that you're
Yeah,
not the only
yeah.
one?
Because
Yes.
I would say it to people, and people even I knew
Yes.
were like, "Oh, yeah, I have that all the time," or "I've gone through this," or "I went through this and I had to get through it." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I had no idea." I mean, even Pat was like, "Yeah, no, I had really bad anxiety in high school," and
Mhm.
we really, were able to talk about it on a much deeper level. And yeah, and also something that I remember my dad saying to me, because when this anxiety hit me, my mum wasn't alive anymore, which was hard because she would be my person usually to go to.
Mm.
But I'm so blessed to have the best dad ever.
Mm.
And I remember my dad saying, like, there are no highs without the low lows.
Yes.
And I was like, that is so true. You have to go through it
Yes.
to experience the
Yes. How beautiful.
Yeah.
How we remember things that our
Yeah.
parents told us,
Yeah.
even if we don't want to hear it at the time,
Oh,
we
gosh,
hear
yeah.
it. So yeah, that's exactly what I experienced.
Yeah.
It does come back.
Always.
You come from very multicultural, beautiful background. Yes, your mom was.
My mum was Scottish, born in Scotland, and my dad was born in India. He's Anglo-Indian. So yeah, my parents both, well, my brothers and I are like first generation Australians.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So, what do you identify? Are you a citizen of the world now?
I love that you say that. I'll take it. Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
you got it, darling.
I'm lucky I've been to Glasgow, my mum's from, and I've been to Bombay or Mumbai, where my dad's
Yes.
from. But we're planning to go back to India because my brothers haven't been. So we'd
Mhm.
love to see where he grew up. And yeah, I think it's really special. I grew up with so much incredible food, all the
Yes.
incredible accents,
Yes.
all the stories. And I mean, just last night I was with my family learning about stories I didn't even know about from their childhood. So
So
yeah,
important.
really important.
So, do you love Indian food?
Oh my gosh, who doesn't?
Who
If you
doesn't?
don't, that's weird. I love it.
Yes.
It's the best. It's the best because it's made with love. You can taste the love,
Mm.
I think. All the spices. And yeah, actually Pat and I, we don't eat it as often when we're in Sydney because when I come home, I'm
Yes.
very lucky. I get the home cooked,
Yes.
real authentic food. But Pat and I the other night we just had this craving and got some Indian food. And we're like, why do we not do this more often? It's just so delicious. It's always good.
Absolutely. Samantha, what would you say is your motto for life? For people that are watching us now, young
Yeah.
people that would love to make big things happen.
Yeah. Well,
What's your motto for life?
I have this saying that I read when I was younger, and God, sometimes I think it sounds cheesy, but if you really just think about the deeper meaning, it's a saying that says, nothing's impossible because the word itself says I'm possible.
That's right.
And I remember reading it in this book when I was younger, and my mum got me a little sticker, and she
Mm.
was one of those people that would write on our mirror like little
Oh.
happy things and the things you live by. And that saying I just love because it's so true. It's like we always think that mountain's just so high and it's too hard to climb, and before you know it you're nearly at the top, and then you're at the top, and then you're onto the next mountain that's higher. But I just think like there's so much to say about pushing through and just keep going because you may just make it. And
That's
most of
right.
the time people do.
So the almost overused phrase "never ever ever give up"
Yeah.
is so true.
My dad has that tattooed on him actually.
Oh,
Never ever give up.
oh,
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
beautiful!
Yeah.
What does Samantha do to relax? What do you do to relax?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna sound so boring, but I have a
I hope so.
dog
Yeah.
that I'm obsessed with.
Yes.
Because I don't have children yet, so he's my child until I have a real child.
Yes.
But I just love him so much. We go on walks. I watch TV and just cuddle my dog. I'm quite boring. I love to go to the movies.
Oh,
I love
great.
to go to the movies. That's probably one of my favorite things to do.
Do you remember favorite movie you've seen in last 60, 90 days?
Well, Pat's a Marvel enthusiast, is that
Mhm.
right? He's obsessed with Marvel,
Yes.
and now I have to be too. And we watched Fantastic Four, and it was very good.
Great.
Loved it. Yeah.
Samantha, if you were to say 3 things I cannot live without, what would it be?
Oh my gosh, my dog Banksy.
Hello?
He's number one on the list.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, no, let's not put him because the things that are obvious,
Yes.
his family, Pat Banksy. I can't live without, okay? I can't live without my headphones because I'm always listening to music or so good headphones that really are good because bad sound is really bad. Um, I would say also my green powders that I put in my water every day because
Yes.
I
Oh,
just feel like I just feel a lot
yes.
better about myself, and probably just sentimental jewelry because when I put it on, I weirdly just feel
And you feel it.
I feel it. It's a feeling
Jewelry,
thing.
jewelry is memories.
It is, yeah,
Yes,
that's right.
I know exactly the feeling.
Yeah, yeah.
And Samantha, you're also a businesswoman in your own right. Yes, you have a cosmetic brand in Priceline.
Yes, I did. I did. That was so fun. Since I can remember, I was always doing people's makeup. Just I love makeup, and I always
I
have.
can tell.
Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful.
I love doing it. I feel like it's another form of expression, creativity. But I always did makeup, and then I went to my management at the time, and I was like, why don't we do a makeup brand? And I was really, really lucky to work with this incredible team. We actually had it made in Italy, in the factories that they actually produce Mac in. And so it was something that I just loved to do. So that was a while ago now, but we're working on something fun
Yes.
for the next year or so. Yeah.
And who were your idols? Who were your role models? Whom did you have hanging on the wall? I mean, images, not
Yeah,
human.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
When you were a teenager.
I
Well,
always had Audrey Hepburn.
oh,
She was someone I always looked up to, so classy, so strong, so intelligent, kind. She was always so kind. I watched so many interviews of her. She always led with kindness, and I was like, I love that. Um, she's a huge role model for me. I would say music. I mean, Beyonce, who, like, come on, like, she's the best of the best. Love her. Um, who else? Oh my God, Sarah Jessica Parker. I
hmm,
love her. I just think
yes,
she's so the way she speaks, like
yes.
so articulate and so I just think she's so lovely. She comes across so lovely. I've
And
never
because she's not classically beautiful, correct?
but
I mean,
she's
beauty is in the eyes of the
beautiful.
viewer,
I think she's beautiful.
but but beautiful,
Love
but
her.
not the unconventional way. Yeah,
I guess
I think it
it's
made
said
her
that.
part stronger.
I just think she's just so good at what she does. Like to me, when I watch Sex and the City, which I've always loved, and obviously and Just Like That, she is like an old Hollywood actress
Mm,
nowadays. Like she has that magic,
mm.
which I think a lot of people don't have that thing, and she has it.
So great shame, Sex and the City has
Yes,
cancelled now. The continuity of a
I know.
productions.
Yeah, I was very sad. I love that
Now,
show.
are you ready for the scene in Pretty Woman, the iconic big mistake?
Yes, big, huge.
Who is going to do the costumes for do you know yet,
Gosh,
for the musical? It
yes.
must be such a essential part of the musical.
One of the best parts. So honestly, I had my fitting the other day
Yes,
and I was so excited. I feel like people aren't this excited when they go into fittings. I was so excited,
yes,
especially for the first costume with
yes,
the red jacket and the little blue skirt and I do think as well that when I played Kylie, I remember Kylie Clark, who makes the wigs. I remember her putting the wig on me and I was like, now I'm her. There's something about getting in the costume and the wig that you really transform. So yeah, I'm very excited about the costumes.
Samantha, having so much success, having so many dreams came true. What's next for Samantha?
Oh my gosh. You know what? Really, it's for me, what an incredible life I've had. Like I've been able to do so many amazing things, but really just still being able to call music and singing my job. That's amazing for me because it's not lost to me how hard it is. Like it's really tough to stay in this industry and it's not given to everybody. There are so many incredible singers out there that
Course.
don't get the opportunity, and I really do know that. So I feel very blessed to be in this space and still being able to make music and write songs.
And are you ready to be a mom one day?
Yes, I'd love to be a mum. My brothers are 7 and 9 years younger than me, so I've probably annoyed them trying to, mini mum them since I was little. So yes, I would love to be a mum.
How beautiful.
Yeah.
And Samantha, I'm going back in a history now again.
Yeah.
When you won your X Factor,
Mm,
your friendship with Guy Sebastian,
mm,
I remember seeing Guy Sebastian crying.
mm.
Do you often make men cry?
Oh my gosh, I hope not. Pat will probably tell you otherwise.
Yes.
I think it's really nice when a man cries. Actually, I was talking about this with my dad yesterday. So my dad is like, he's always been quite emotional. He's so sweet. And whenever my brothers and I always make fun of him because I feel like the older he's getting, the more emotional he's getting. And so we're singing happy birthday to him yesterday.
Yes.
And he starts doing this thing with his lip and we know he's about to cry.
Oh,
And he said that. He goes, it's
yes.
beautiful when men cry.
Beautiful.
So nice for my brothers to know.
Samantha, darling, so many dreams, so many incredible things. Wonder Woman, citizen of the world. I'm wrapping up.
That's so
I give
sweet.
the symbolic magic wand to my guest at the end.
Oh, I love
So
That's so
now
kind.
I'm very generous genie. So you've got 2 wishes, one for yourself and one for the world. What would be your wish for the world?
I mean, obviously peace.
Mm.
For everybody to just have peace and be happy and be able to live how they want to.
And for yourself?
For myself, oh my gosh. Oh wow. How many wishes do I have? Just one. Do you know what? It probably to just continue being happy in my life. I think happiness has a lot to be said for being happy, and I do feel like I've really reached a point of happiness that I haven't had before. So I'd like to stay on this this little field that I'm in. I'd like
How
to stay
beautiful.
in there. Yeah.
And thank you for making so many people happy and bringing so much light.
That's so kind. Thank you.
Thanks for coming. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you, darling. And
Yes. Oh, and
yes.
cheers. We have to
Cheers.
cheers. Cheers.
Thank you. This program was proudly brought to you by MCG Flooring.